The Chrisleys, Back to Reality, Todd and Julie's Emotional Homecoming trailer. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Fans have long waited for the return of the Chrisley family to the world of reality television, especially since Todd and Julie's recent presidential pardon. Since then, Lifetime has recently dropped a trailer for a new docuseries focusing on the family, the Chrisleys, Back to Reality. The trailer even promises various emotional moments leading up to the eventual family reunion. Lifetime previously announced a docuseries focusing on the Chrisley Knows Best family. Todd and Julie became known to audiences through USA Network's Chrisley Knows Best. However, in 2022, the two were convicted of a variety of charges, including bank fraud and tax evasion, and sentenced to a combined 19 years in prison. Back in May, however, the two received a presidential pardon. Since then, the two have been sharing their story with various sources. As previously reported, Lifetime announced that a docuseries focusing on the family would premiere on the network. Recently, the network released a trailer for the upcoming series on its YouTube channel. The trailer opens up with Savannah receiving a phone call from her father, Todd. His voice could then be heard saying, "We will get through this. I don't know how it's going to end, but at some point, the truth is going to come out." Julie's voice could be heard next, saying, "I live every day with the hopes that I will be reunited with my husband and my kids, and my parents and my mother-in-law." Various generations of the Chrisley family were highlighted in the trailer. This was cut between shots of various members of the family, across various generations, from Nanny Faye to Chloe Chrisley. Adding a bit of levity, Todd could be heard asking, "Do you think there's a possibility that I could get out of here before I need a facelift?" The video then cut to members of the family talking about what it was like working on their reality series, Chrisley Knows Best. However, things took a turn when the family found themselves involved in a federal case, which soon became breaking news. As the trailer showed, the case soon led to turmoil within the family. In one brief moment, Savannah highlighted a letter written by her half-sister Lindsay that was read by a prosecutor during the court case. Focus was also placed on a former business partner of Todd's, with claims being made of an intimate relationship between them. At this, Chase mused, "I mean, your blood will screw you over. A stranger definitely will." Nanny Faye then shared, "I cannot believe that he would want to destroy us like he did." The trailer showcased the fallout of the arrest, while leading up to an emotional moment for the family. The video then discussed the Chrisleys' conviction. Watching her parents as they headed off for prison, Savannah shared, "Seeing them say goodbye was really hard. I'll never forget him opening the door and just watching him walk away." Nanny Faye then shared, "I guess we were still all in a fog. And I hate that I'm emotional, but I can't help it." Chase mused, "Not having my parents around almost felt like a death." Viewers then saw the fallout of the arrest. This ranged from members going through hard times to Savannah wanting to share her parents' story. The pardon also appeared to be right around the corner, with Savannah sharing they were right on the cusp of it happening. Towards the end, viewers are treated to the announcement of the pardon and the family's emotional reunion. However, Savannah was given the warning that the arrest could still have a lasting impact on the family. As things reached a close, members of the family wanted to share their story all the more. The Chrisleys, Back to Reality will premiere as a 2-night event on Lifetime. The episodes will be split between the 1st and 2nd of September at 8/7C. Reality television is preparing for an emotional roller coaster like no other as the trailer for the highly anticipated series, The Chrisleys Back to Reality, has officially been released, sending fans into a frenzy of emotions. The footage, which dropped without warning, offers the first glimpse into the return of Todd and Julie Chrisley following their time away from public life, and the internet cannot stop talking about it. Raw, vulnerable, and full of surprising revelations, the trailer sets the tone for what could become one of the most talked-about reality television comebacks in years. The Chrisleys, once known for their lavish lifestyle, quick wit, and picture-perfect family image are now inviting viewers into a chapter unlike any other, a story filled with redemption, faith, heartbreak, and an intense desire to heal. The new series is not just about returning home. It is about facing the consequences of the past, confronting brokenness, and rebuilding from ground zero. As the trailer unfolds, it becomes clear that this is not the same Todd and Julie viewers once knew. These are two people weathered by time, scandal, and separation, stepping back into the spotlight with a mission far greater than entertainment. From the opening scene, the trailer grips audiences with dramatic footage of the Chrisley family estate, once vibrant and filled with laughter, now appearing quiet, reflective, and touched by absence. A haunting voiceover by Todd hints at deep regrets and personal evolution. His words echo over imagery of empty hallways, dusty picture frames, and handwritten notes that seem to symbolize the passage of time and the cost of fame. Julie appears moments later sitting alone in the family kitchen, her eyes glassy, her hands clutched tightly around a cup of tea. The emotional weight is unmistakable, and for longtime fans, it is a powerful gut punch. Their homecoming is not marked by celebration, but by quiet moments of reconnection. The trailer reveals emotional reunions with their children who have all carried their own burdens during the family's tumultuous chapter. Savannah Chrisley, known for her strength and resilience, is shown embracing her mother in silence, the hug lasting longer than words ever could. Grayson is seen trying to mask emotion behind a stoic expression, while Chloe clings tightly to Todd's leg in one of the trailer's most heart-wrenching moments. Each scene seems to tell its own story of absence, impact, and the ongoing struggle to restore trust and closeness. But it is not just the family moments that grip viewers. The trailer hints at explosive behind-the-scenes confessions, legal reflections, and an unfiltered look into how Todd and Julie truly coped with their darkest period. There are emotional interviews, late-night prayers, tense family discussions, and even moments of doubt where both Todd and Julie appear to question if their return to the spotlight is worth it. Julie's voice breaks as she says she fears she no longer knows the version of herself who left. Todd stares into the camera with tear-filled eyes, asking what forgiveness really looks like and whether the world will allow them the chance to earn it. One of the most surprising elements in the trailer is the use of previously unreleased footage recorded by the Chrisleys during their time away. The series appears to include moments of solitude, messages to their children filmed privately, and deeply personal reflections that were never meant to be public. These raw clips add a layer of authenticity, rarely seen in reality television, stripping away glamour and placing vulnerability front and center. Viewers are not being asked to forget the past, but to understand its weight and the steps the family is taking to move through it. The trailer also teases guest appearances from family friends, pastors, and even former critics who provide context and commentary on the Chrisleys' journey. It paints a broader picture of how fame, accountability, and redemption intersect in an unforgiving digital age. Some interviews are supportive, others skeptical, but all contribute to the unfolding narrative that this new show is not about ratings, it is about reckoning. The Chrisleys are not attempting to reclaim their former glory, but to redefine what it means to be real on reality television. As expected, the internet exploded with reactions moments after the trailer aired. Social media platforms were flooded with emotional responses from fans, many expressing support, others questioning motives, and some simply stunned at the vulnerability being presented. The Chrisleys were once reality TV royalty, celebrated for their sharp banter and impeccable appearances. Now they are emerging as complex individuals whose journey demands more than applause. It asks for empathy, honesty, and perhaps a second chance. The production behind the Chrisleys' Back to Reality appears to reflect this tonal shift as well. Gone are the overly staged moments and scripted humor. In their place are quiet pauses, shaky camera angles, candid conversations, and a rawness that feels more like documentary than traditional reality TV. This format could signal a new era for the genre, one that prioritizes truth over entertainment and connection over performance. Early buzz suggests that networks and critics are already preparing for the show to become a cultural flashpoint. Make sure to come back to TV shows Ace for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.